foundation started with me and my dad, and it was just a way to give back in a small way, because oftentimes when I would play on tour, I'd have someone come up to me and say, or come up to my dad and say, would Mal be interested in coming out and talking to some of our kids? And from there, my dad and I, we started the foundation just as a way to support some of those small programs. It wasn't until a couple of years later, back at the end of 1996, when I was talking to Terry Florio, and I said, I have this organization, we've had it for a couple of years, we don't have any programming. Can you give me some ideas about, maybe what we could do with tennis in Jacksonville? And that was the beginnings of kind of the foundation as we know it today. Less than 12 months, we were having our first annual gala. Years after that first initial campaign and years after being in this youth center, we asked ourselves the question again. I put it out to our board of directors. If we were to grow, if we were to expand our programs, what would that look like? And I think there was this collective decision that said, especially from our staff, if we're going to grow, let's do it with our teens. And I completely agreed and was on board with that and said, why don't we build a teen center? I envision literally thousands and thousands of teens coming through our teen center who are dreaming big, and everyone listening to this right now, figuring out, okay, how can I help that student along the path of their dream?
My name is Marisha Brown. I'm a senior at Rains High School, and I've been attending the MaliVai Youth Foundation since kindergarten. My dream is to go to the Florida State University and study journalism and broadcasting. And after I graduate, I would like to be a sports broadcaster / sideline broadcaster for ESPN or the NFL. That's my dream because I love football. I've been watching football since I was like 3 years old with my dad, especially because I love the Jaguars too. So I love to be on the sideline, interviewing players and things like that. I love that. The foundation has helped me by getting all the knowledge from my academics and going on college tours and get all that information. And they help me succeed academically as well.
I've known Marisha since the first grade, and I've watched her grow up from a very shy, quiet little girl into a very confident young woman. She struggled early on in high school, and she ended up working really, really hard last year to get a 4.0 to go on her New York City trip. And seeing her grow and mature over the course of her time in the foundation, 10, 12 years she's been here, is really the reason why we all do what we're doing, because we're all hoping for success stories like Marisha. Unfortunately, not all students have a success story. They enter the program and may start doing the right things, but sometimes their family issues and challenges are just too much. And they get pulled into the forces that surround them in neighborhoods like this. That often leads to many problems, including ones with the law. Building the Teen Center, Club 904, will really help us expand the reach, not only with our teens and our preteens who will be housed over there, but will also give us more space in our current building to be able to expand our services and our programs for elementary school students. So just having the physical space is one way that we're going to be able to affect more children and affect more teens more effectively and more efficiently. But then the programs and services that we'll be able to give to a larger number and group of young people are going to be much more impactful.
Our Teen Center is our most ambitious project we have ever embarked on. This is a $5 million campaign, but it's also a $5 million investment into the community, into Jacksonville, into thousands and thousands of kids who are going to be taking advantage of this Teen Center. We are racing towards the finish line. We have raised over $4 million towards that $5 million goal. And I thank everyone who's been a part of this campaign. And for those of you who have been interested or heard about the campaign or are interested in getting involved in the campaign, I would be happy to personally take you on a tour of our youth center, take you on the site that is currently under construction to let you know this is what you're investing in if you give to this campaign and if you give to this foundation. And I'll introduce you to our students. I'll let you see this is exactly where your funds are being invested. So it's not an expense. This is an investment in the community, and you will get a return on that investment.
Dare to dream with us.
Dare to dream with us.
I'm daring to dream.